The number 25 is significant, okay? And so is the Kipper deck. An original, Google it if you need to, okay? The number 25 is considered high honor, alright, which usually has military tactics and insight associated with it, you see. Cannons are significant, actually. Whoever had accused this person of lying, alright, was just trying to protect that family and make sure that the children would be alright. The person who was accused of lying, you see, actually had a lot of clarity. And hopefully they realised that I was actually not weaponising the children a couple of yards down. I was trying to protect the girls and the boys from, vehicles are significant all around. I'm being told to knock on the espionage deck, okay, before we pull it out. I've pulled out some of my other decks that I work with, that I make with myself, actually. I don't have to steal anything from anybody else when it comes to creativity. And also when it comes to creativity, okay? What are lies but the tools of people who are dealing with espionage at the end of the day? Human movement is significant, alright? I am a long time in this fight. Calling in Odin and the Dagda today. Margu is taking a step back. The 90-10 rule at play. We need a divine feminine energy in order to help. Hecate and Lilith are organising to handle that state. Okay? Just to the piece. Ancestor deity spirit team specifically, how are we going to make sure that we understand that the pebble in the pond has a bigger significance, actually? When it comes to healing, you see, a wise one will do their own research independently. Destiny swap veil in reverse, okay? I'm being told it worked temporarily, but it's not going to stay. How are we going to round this out, you see? Industry leaders wanting to keep women shackled to wifely duties in the home, respectfully. Now, those who choose to do it, all right, no problem with that. But forcing other people to be subjugated into bonds and documents that they don't choose means that you're trying to keep them from being able to activate and be in the workforce in an informed, upright position so that egotistical, misogynistic men don't lose. I'm being told to split the espionage deck. Third party doppelganger. What's with the third party doppelganger, you see? Pulling in my choice, which is I chose the handles Irish Alchemy deliberately. When it comes to working with ancestry, alright, I have worked with many deities, both day and night. Clubs in the upright, okay? Whether or not you're trans, you see, whether or not your family understand your dynasty, a house in the upright is a house, it's true. And felines in a house have significant connotation too. Everybody needs a big sis at the end of the day. But big sisses who try to do certain things, don't play. Spirit in the upright today. Why is the spirit in the upright today? Files. Why is it files? HP? I know what that is. Yeah. Apparently I'm just gonna say it, okay? Heavy pornography at play. Number 25 just came out, you see. Some people have been doing the most in order to, trauma in reverse, actually. Some of us have done so much work, alright, that it's significantly more difficult to power up to trigger the trauma. Especially when you can't divide us, okay? Because some of them, they don't know how I did it without having a recent invoice. Going back to the 20 years. 20 years on my path. 11, which is 2, which is a high priestess. We've got 14 in reverse, which is 5. The number 5 has been forced on me all my life. It was a lie from the get-go. It was never right. How are we going to talk about this, you see? Somebody doesn't want to be Somebody has questions about the editing that was done behind the screens. What editing was done behind the screens? The number 5 in G is important, all right? There's a text about ethics, which is in the upright. How are we going to sort this out today? The month of May. Set up in reverse because it failed. November in reverse. For when it comes to facts, you see, don't underestimate people who understand tattoo artistry. When it comes to people who have experienced dark days in reverse. Black magic, the right kind in the upright. Tonight there's going to be a jailbreak apparently. Receipt in reverse. Apparently there's a high level international who doesn't want to end up in a hearse. Car hires are significant today. And certain hills that give highest perspectives at play. How we deck in reverse. Somebody tried to do a Destiny Karma swap fail, okay? Not realizing that people in certain collectives don't need to see in order to understand vibrational frequency at the end of the day. And when it comes to people who understand agendas and more, you better believe that I will protect people and be somebody who won't be shuffled through certain doors. Theory in the upright. What's going on today? We've got a whistleblower in the house who's understanding the final call of the way. The call of the way. What is it at the call of the way? The paths that are safer are for those who've gotten to do it. Okay? Congratulations. You were chosen to have the safest route. I was not at the end of the day. Secret Society truth revealed. What's next? She's a killer queen. Freddy Jason. IT. It said it on it, but it says IT. Horror, misery, pinhead, cabin in the woods, murder for hire, kidnap, sacrifice, missing person. More red flags than a golf course. Someone's mask has slipped, inappropriate ships, sex, drugs, rock and roll, photo, evidence, a story told. For when it comes to evidence, you see, I'm very careful what evidence I keep respectfully. Especially having moved in 10 years. 10 times in 10 years, alright. Secret Society, truth revealed. What's behind it? Survivor, Grey Rock Jade, hold back, watch the signs, no contact, game over, safety order, barring, order, hacking. For when it comes to hacking, you see, spiritual hackers will actually weaponize children against their own family. And some of them will pay family members who are vulnerable, alright? Especially when they know that the famine cupboard mentality of the trauma of the generations is in the upright. Oh, somebody doesn't like that the nefarious deck is out today. Shout out to my friends who understand the way Hollywood chooses to play. Whether or not I operate on certain platforms, you see, energy speaks for itself respectfully. What have we got? Killer Queen just came back out, you see. Somebody has tried to paint a very dangerous narrative when it comes to a survivor, respectfully. Survivors know other survivors too. And survivors can also see when other people are jealous and weaponize their own trauma. So fuck you. Again, more red flags than the golf course just came out. 555, I said a change would do you good. Someone is projecting onto you. Childhood wounds, blackmail. What's with the blackmail, you see? Excuse me, I'm being told to pull from... where is it? I know where these rocks came from. I know the caliber of the soul. What are we saying? Logistics in the upright. And email to back up. What happened with that one, you see? Bribed by a singer who lied, actually. Spiritual peers and high-level careers don't let people play on your fears. They want to feast on your salty tears. Island. Islands are detached or isolated land masses in bodies of water. Some are a vacation spot, some long-term home, refuge, or place of hidden deeds. What's with the deeds, you see? Perpetrator exposed, convenient narrative, lunar control flow. Going back to, if anybody needs to check, I did a message where I shared about the last large moon of the year and how people play with black magic. I am a solo independent practitioner who has multiple connections in multiple communities, okay? But I didn't solely learn or have a dedicated path that was specifically monitored or mentored by an individual at the end of the day. False info avalanche, the truth hiding the lie, bait and switch, oh my, deflection didn't work this time. Extension, someone is trying to cause you delays, looking to stall you out to steal your success. Stay away from creeps, okay? What's with this? Okay, so the research and development deck is in my basket and I'm not going there because other people want me to be disrupting the signal in order to make it less professional. Actually, Stranger Things, psychopath stalker, PS, social media trolling, snatched over body snatched. This isn't D&D. Role play being a decent human, respectfully. Implicated. Implication, the conclusion that we can draw from something, although not explicitly stated, the action or state of being involved in something. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, from bedknobs to broomsticks, pay no mind to these people's silly tricks. White magic got you. Right, what's with the white magic, you see? The nefarious deck, people never wanted me using it because it's actually quite powerful. It's not even finished, actually. DADV Darvo. When it comes to reverse victim offender, avoid the spiritual fender bender. Treat survivors with love that is tender. When it comes to the spiritual fender bender, okay? We've got 2 water signs not in the upright today. Mob mentality, peer pressure, blackmail, bully boys, bribe, crime, old boy club, wall of silence, knowledge harvest, dirt digging. Government just flipped out. Storm chasing and response. What's this? For when it comes to the civil defence, you see, a COS isn't a saint. They're a fucking human. Give them the dignity. Spiritual peers and high-level careers. Don't let people play on your fears. They want to feast on your salty tears. So going back now, I can pull from the research and development deck energetically, okay? Tapping into the candles which I pray over and I rarely use, even if they're just from a local supermarket, because petty millionaires don't want to lose. What's in the research and development deck today? One moment, please. Nothing wrong with my innovation. Some of these contracts are a shame to this nation. Sex offender, survivor, sneaking, stealthing, control, sex magic, root work, dark magic, STD, STI, coercive control, triangulation, gaslighting, destiny swap, fail. People, movement, entertainment in reverse. It flipped in reverse. Apparently I need to say it's in reverse because somebody tried to put me in a hearse. Shout out to my other high-ranking spiritualists who have been granted temporarily the ability to call judgment in certain capacities, okay? For when it comes to me and my energy, how many are taking a knee today? I'm being told to not say. But 688, a lot of people are now understanding how much I care each and every day. Divisionary tactics. Activities intended to attract people's attention away from something which you do not want them to think about, know about, or deal with. Fires were started as a diversionary tactic. Some people are going to, there's a lot of light workers who are going to be changing sides, okay? And a lot of them are now realizing that some of the people who have light work activations don't have Catholic or Christian leanings in any way. Health attacks, vagal nerve, overload, trauma, heart, shutdown, setup, immune system flare, Munchausen's control. What's with the Munchausen's, you see? I'm being told familial wound, actually. Right, I'm being told to go and take the investigation deck and put it aside. Facts. Because from this information, people really don't want to hide, which means I'm going back to the Espionage deck, but I'm going to nip into the stage for 1 sec. Sail ancestral message in the upright, okay? I love that other people are subject matter experts who get to drill down and focus on what they need to do. I happen to be ADHD and highly targeted this entire lifetime too. So excuse me for having found other ways, and people, you're going to have to learn to pay me high level invoices at the end of the day. I am going to be possibly one of the highest level paid readers if people will actually just sit down and stop acting like a clown. And for those who want to learn the traditional safer way, I recommend you do each and every day. And whoever is trying to force me into scummy, disgusting bats, that one. Money. 25's in the upright. Somebody out there needs to say it today. There's a pip in the Garda station that wants to make sure they're okay. They thought they were a big dog, silly little pup. High Court. Animal sacrifices, intercepted money. Surprised you ain't dead. Not going to say that one, okay? Somebody made a lie in relation to a certain person being a sex worker, and it's a lie. And, you know, what can I say? Some people did some very silly things when they made certain phone calls that time and that day. Yeah, going back to surprise you ain't dead. Destiny swap. Fail. And espionage, spying, scrying, lying. Ooh. Saps on the amethyst. Somebody's not happy today. What's with that one, you see? Jealousy. Anyway, corrupt, official, self-delete. I'm so sorry. I'm being told, ask my fucking teeth. And detachment and discernment, okay? Because we are dealing with dead children's bodies. Let that sink in, people. I am trying to help people figure out what's happened to dead children's bodies. And this is why they've been trying perpetually to put me away. Shout out to queens who understand. Yeah. Medical crime, somebody shitting bricks. What's with that one, you see? Yeah, somebody's trying to block your positive changes. There's somebody in the medical field who has actually signed documents who have NPD. And somebody is disgusted and trying to tip the energy. The paperwork was never in the upright. We know this. Shout out to a certain sergeant at the end of the day. And when it comes to pseudonyms or names that are taken, Temple of Doom all the way. Sacrifice for money. Medical crime. What's with that, you see? There's actually receipts. There's receipts. And people don't want me spilling the deets. How are we going to connect this with the energy today? Back to the lighter than a feather. Okay? Wisdom lighter than a feather. Get it together. Group in reverse. And apparently Not a personality disorder. High level empathy. Potentially could outstrip some people who are psychoanalysts, actually. Letter in reverse. June. I'm going to knock some of this energy out of the nefarious deck. Ote. Somebody. Yeah. I'll absolutely have a cup of tea. Bewley's is significant for somebody today. Before I knock this energy out of this deck, okay, it's called nefarious for a very good reason at the end of the day. The name Gary is significant for somebody. No, I don't like that energy. Really don't like that energy. Going back to the I am an Aretha Fran authentically. How excuse me. Some people are trying to control the energy because they know I have deliberately disconnected from certain people, not realizing just how much of a switch this bitch is actually. Here's to the people who I've ever done an honor guard or gotten a cert from for my credits, whether it be this age or this age actually. The letter L is significant for somebody, okay? That one has childhood wounds and was weaponized but still chose to do it as an adult at the end of the day. Hell in a handbasket. What are we going to say? I'm knocking this energy out, okay? Going back to heavy on the Rico today. Let the traffickers fall, alright? Let the traffickers fall. Any of the illegal ones, alright? And when it comes to the illegal ones, you see, that has a dependency on jurisdiction actually. And when it comes to international jurisdictions, alright? Local petty government trying to play petty manoeuvres to save high-level corruption's not right. When all they can do is try and pull certain moves, it's because they're trying to discredit, because they're afraid of what it'll prove. Certain shots are significantly more circular than people think, okay? Can't do nothing, boy, without somebody bugging. I used to think it was me and now I know it wasn't. That's all I'm going to say. If anybody needs to check the lyrics, you know where to go at the end of the day. Beverly Hills is significant. Who's looking for a confirmation in this energy? DJs with backpacks can be very petty. Organised crime. Red Rover, call the protectors over. Abusive people need a spiritual bulldozer. Going back to something I said on a previous video, you see. Don't bring a bitch to a bullfight, actually. Flying monkey trying to spy and harvest info to bring back to the narc. Stalkers. Feck's sake. Oh my. For when it comes to not being a stalker, you see, I only did it because I was coercively controlled into somebody tapping into my authentic protector mentality. Yeah, sex offender in reverse. Okay? I'm not a sex offender. And anybody who wants to argue that with me, look out for the spiritual fender bender. At the end of the day. I'm being told to go back to the investigations deck so that I can, I just split it, an investigator just came out in the upright, okay? Whether or not that be me or somebody else, you see, yeah, underneath investigator was a Y, actually. Literally picked it up. Investigator, yes. What is this? Sometimes rising Gemini signs may actually be the best. E? What's with the letter E, you see? Some hearts are being worried about being weighed by this one specifically. Q in reverse. Self-serving criminals. High Court. QL. Past stalker exposed. What just fell? Inside job. Somebody's trying to make it so that the traffic is in reverse. It's not. It's in the upright. And it is a financial crime because they'd no foresight. How are we going to fix this energy? Illusions in reverse exposed. For when it comes to not sending the letters or not receiving them, actually, don't underestimate anybody who has previously helped set up, control, organize the contracts, weigh the documents, scan them actually, pop them in an envelope, put the stampage on and do it with integrity. And if there was any doubt, make a phone call or an email actually. When people try to hold energy for me, hitman in the upright actually. There's a hitman who's going to actually call it out. Somebody tried to put a hit out. I'm being told to ask for a content hierophant. Hitman hierophant. BPD in reverse. Firearms in reverse. Narc. CPTSD in reverse. Poison cups in the upright. I don't know who that's going to help today. I know my system has been erratic for the last few months intermittently since I accepted certain things from certain people at the end of the day. Heavy on the don't eat the spaghetti today. Tatum lies. When it comes to spirits, I'm working with them too. Facts in reverse when it comes to the gin. Shame on you. Shame on you. Money in reverse too. Mar. What's with Mar? Investigator? Yes. Somebody's now realising that they're fucked. Asterisks and obliques. Okay. So, somebody wants a phone call and they're not bad actually. So, what's with this energy? Did somebody fall in love with the target who was set up? Jealousy in reverse. I'm being told to shut up. Okay, so how are we going to finish this out? FBI in reverse and unaliving magic in the upright. For when it comes to FBI in reverse, you see, I'm based in the EU actually. Hiya, Bonnie. Lady Anne, Bonfire Muse Daily. Don't catch these spiritual hands. Love you.